Question number 9. Chris Hipkins.
Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Education and asks, does she stand by the statement made on her behalf regarding early childhood education that, quote, this government believes firmly that it is not only about funding, it's actually about quality and participation?
The Honourable Hiki Parata.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I absolutely stand by the Acting Minister for Education's statement. We know that participation in good quality early childhood education helps kids achieve at school and beyond. This will only be accomplished if we focus on participation, kids actually being there, as well as the quality of services and funding. That's why this government has not only invested so strongly in the ECE, almost doubling investment since 2008 to $1.6 billion, but is also focusing on raising participation.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Why did the government reduce funding for early childhood education services that have 100% fully qualified and registered teachers?
The Honourable Hiki Parata.
Mr. Speaker, the government made a decision in 2010 not to pursue a previous Labor government policy, and that's what our government did. In the meantime, we have nearly doubled. We have not cut funding. Going from $790 million to $1.6 billion is doubling the investment. That's not a cut at all, in anybody's language. And moreover, we have seen a significant increase in the number of teacher-led, centre-based early childhood education providers in the 80% plus funding range, which means there has been an increase in teacher-led centred funding.
Order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Chris Hipkins.
Mr. Speaker, I don't think the question could have been any more specific than asking why the government decided to make the funding cut.
And I listened to the answer and it was very clearly answered.
Oh, how can it possibly be?
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. Is she saying that the only reason that the national government cut funding for services with 100% qualified staff was because it was the Labor government's idea?
I'm saying,
the Honourable Hiki Parata.
Mr. Speaker, international research is really clear that quality is made up of funding, of parent participation, on qualified teachers, on ratios. New Zealand is one of the top 3. New Zealand is in the top 3 in the world for all of those things.
Question, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Mr. Speaker, how does reducing funding to early childhood services that employ fully qualified staff, like kindergartens, increase quality, particularly given those very kindergartens are now making teachers redundant and reducing hours of staff because of funding shortfalls?
The Honourable Hiki Parata.
Mr. Speaker, it means that we can fund wider choice for parents. It means that parent-led centres, such as Kohanga Reo and Play Centre, also can be funded. So parents can choose which ones they send their children to. Meantime, funding has not been cut.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Did the national government reduce the per-child funding rate for services that employ 100% fully qualified teachers?
The Honourable Hiki Parata.
Mr. Speaker, I can't speak to the specific per-child funding rate in 2010. What I can tell the member is that the per-child rate has gone up, that for every dollar a parent pays, the government pays $4.80. It has been increased.
Question number 10, Dr. Parmjeet Parmar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question